All right, everybody, welcome to our channel at Truthful Trading, truthfultrading.com. Today we have a special treat for you. We're going to bring on the show the CEO of Eclipse Liquids, ticker symbol MSMY, Stephen Mazurek. And just to make it clear for everyone, I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I say or do or offer on any of my social medias or website is financial advice, and nor should it be taken as such. I have to disclose that I am invested in this company, and I do believe that they are one of the best OTC companies out there right now. And I'm super excited to get these guys on our channel. So I hope you all enjoy. All right, guys, we're here with the CEO of ticker symbol MSMY, Stephen Mazurek. How you doing, Stephen?
Good. Thank you.
Glad you could get on here with us. So basically, I'm just going to go through a few questions here for you. First off, what should we call the company? Are you all Eclipse Liquids, MC Endeavors, or CBD Liquid Labs?
So we're right in the middle of working on this. I'm sure you'll ask me that question later. It is Eclipse Liquids LLC. That's our corporation. A few years ago, we created a CBD division within the company. So that is just solely focused on the research and development of CBD infused products. MC Endeavors is the prior name of my predecessor's company, which we are in the works of getting the name changed over at the state level and FINRA.
Good. So if you could, I guess, just real quick, introduce yourself and
Sure.
let us know how you got into this business.
Yeah, quick answer, long answer. Stephen Mazurek. I've been doing this for almost 10 years now. We started with the e-liquid industry. My experience has been in restaurants and a little bit of printing corporate machinery. So I did see an opportunity about 10 years ago with e-liquid where there was really no small scale and small MOQ private label manufacturers, and kind of started as a hobby. And as soon as I started seeing the effects, my mother-in-law, 2-pack-a-day smoker, got off of smoking within 2 months. She hasn't picked up a cigarette in 10 years. So that just drove it from a money-making hobby to like, okay, we really need to be serious about this. And now that's been our passion for the past decade. Saw great success with that. In 2018, the FDA started regulating, which they should, and still are. So we knew we were positioned to be one of the only 20, 30 manufacturers of e-liquid still able to do what we do in the US, which is the case with all the regulations and filings and paperwork, lots of paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
But we did see that a lot of our clients in that time were very small scale, weren't going to be able to abide by a lot of the regulatory actions needed to stay in business. So we dedicated a whole year of resources, time, and money to another industry that we were somewhat familiar with that really could benefit from our services and our facility and our knowledge of infusing products. So that's how we started CBD Liquid Labs, and it's been going crazy since.
Mm-hmm.
It's been awesome.
Yeah, you guys definitely been seeming to kill it here lately. Following through on pretty much all your promises from what I can see.
Yeah, we're all started out as a family business. I mean, still kind of is. My brother-in-law, my wife, his cousin, but we've expanded and grown since then. But yeah, it's not. I'm pretty much the most dressed up person in the office most days. So,
we don't see a whole lot of honesty in the OTC, that's for sure. So we're glad to have you here with us, and or at least have you taken over this company, MSMY, or the ticker, anyways.
Yeah,
it's
know the track record.
Yeah, pretty rough.
More and more now. So.
Well, I guess I'll get into some harder questions here for you, if that's okay.
Of course.
Do you plan on entering the THC marijuana space at any time in the future?
That's a good question. We looked into it a couple of years ago. Since we're located in Southern California, it became legal two and a half years ago. We did look into it. The requirements are just astronomically time consuming and costly. And we also felt at that time, we really didn't want to take our focus off our clients and what we were doing for them, just to be able to add another revenue source or, add a couple products here and there. And in Southern California, there's been people they've been doing it for 15, 20 years. So we'd definitely be newcomers and kind of late to the game. And we really didn't feel that it was a good fit for our company.
Mm-hmm. Now, I know you guys, I believe you added some equipment recently, like last December.
Yes.
Do you have any plans to further expand your business and facility?
Yeah, I can't disclose everything since we haven't announced a lot of the expansion plans, but we do have many different stages already in place and upcoming in the next 6 to 12 months for expansion within our facility, updating equipment, and just the ability to handle higher volumes and allow different packaging options for our clients.
Mm-hmm. Now, just to shut the trolls up online about this stock specifically, I know you recently verified it on Twitter, or at least Ashley did. Could you confirm about the reverse split potential, or
yeah, that
could you make
that for like a year and a half?
Officially squash that here and now?
No, that was right when I was a little green to the whole public entity, what it should say, what it shouldn't say, and I was taking a lot of advice from people that may not have known what they were talking about. So no, there's no plans in anytime near future for a reverse split.
Good. Everybody heard that loud and clear. No question about it.
Everybody's on me to tweet, and I'm like, I got to tweet something. I'll tweet this. So, yeah, that's on me.
Oh, that's good. Thanks for clarifying that.
Of course.
Are you able to say how many clients you currently have? I know you guys have signed several in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah. We can't disclose like their names or
right.
The products or their volumes or anything, but I think at last count we were just shy of about 400 brands.
Wow.
All the way from people that order once every couple months, small scale, all the way up to national brands.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been growing exponentially recently due to the onboarding of our new director of sales, and she's kind of revamping the sales process, workflows, and hiring a bunch more sales associates on right now. So
now, as far as that goes, I know you all are swamped right now, but do you have any type of referral links or anything, just like for someone that maybe invested that knows someone that might be interested in taking your white labeling services for the businesses? Do you have an email that they can reach out to let you know?
Sure. I guess the best one would be Michelle at CBD Liquid Labs, but her name's spelled MICHELE at CBD Liquid Labs. We are in the process of revamping both our corporate website and the CBD Liquid Labs website, so it's a little more user-friendly for investors and potential clients.
Gotcha.
Coming on.
Now, I know you guys recently filed for ticker and company name change, I'm pretty sure. Are you able to disclose what that ticker may be in the future once it's done?
It's going to be CBD related.
Uh-huh.
I don't even know yet. Honestly, FINRA asks us to put a couple different options that we would like, and they will decide which ones, if any, are approved or not approved. We did not go forward with the name change at this time. After speaking with FINRA, they advised the best course of action would be to start the merger first, which we plan at the end of this fiscal year, just to support the documentation for the voluntary name change. So we just filed for the voluntary symbol change. We figure let's get something going with them and make sure they know who we are. And
mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys are doing it at the exact right time, I think, with all these new changes in the OTC going on.
Yeah.
As far as revenue goes for you guys have been doing pretty well. What would you say your expectations are for the rest of the year?
I expect to see some records coming out at the end of this year.
Mm-hmm.
We came off of a slow year last year with COVID. Not as bad as we expected or anybody expected in our industry type, since it wasn't an essential item. But Q1 and Q2 were decent. We're really seeing the past 6 to 12 weeks a ramp up in reorders, new onboarding clients, and then with all the internal upgrades and new staffing, I'm expecting we should see at least a 20% growth over 2020 at the end of the year.
That's awesome. That's really killing it. Which is one of the big reasons why everybody's so excited about you guys. I mean, you all mentioned 40-60% expected growth in one of your posts or whatever. I think everybody got super excited because you see so much dilution in these stocks and the OTC these days. It's just overwhelming for investors to get involved with. But you guys,
I think that's one of the kind of the factors that kind of is driving the excitement and what we do is we never came into this business and starting it with the idea of going public and having investors and shareholders. So we've been self-sufficient since day one. We've had good months and great months. We've had bad months, but we've never really looked at outside funding to keep the operations where they need to be. So we just grew organically, and as soon as we got to the means where we were kind of maxed out and the cash and the sales allotted us to, we grew. So I think that's a benefit that a lot of the shareholders are telling us that they are very grateful for, and they're optimistic for the future as well.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any intentions of doing a stock buyback in the future?
No, it's a possibility, but right now we're looking at big growth phases. So we're going to open a round of investment financing coming up soon. So it's not out of the realm of possibility, but definitely would have to be in the future where we would be a lot of cash on hand, and it would make sense for and benefit the company and the shareholders.
Right. I know you all mentioned it in I believe it was a PR from last year. I didn't know if you still intended on uplisting. I think it was the OTCQB that your sites were on.
Yeah, it sounds great. Right now, we're really just focusing this year and at least the beginning of next year on the growth and the structure, the restructuring of the company. So realistically, I would say not in the next 6 months, or at least until the merger and the audit and the fiscal year ends.
Mm-hmm. I know recently you all talked about this 5-year contract deal.
Oh, yeah.
Is there anything you can say about that? I know some of it's probably under NDA and you can't mention everything.
He is stoked about it. He's on social media, and I think he was down in the lobby this week or beginning of this week or last week, live tubing and everything. So we confirmed with him, and he's fine with bypassing the non-disclosure on who he is. So that's but yeah, that's the Dr. CBD. He signed a 5-year with Susan G. Komen, and getting really good traction with that. And I believe he even mentioned that he's seeing some interest in some national retail chains wanting to speak with him after that contract's up with Susan G. Komen. So that's super exciting. I mean, we're seeing a lot more of that now, and we're here to help, and that's why we do what we do.
Good deal. Okay, so yeah, we weren't sure if the 5-year contract was with him or not. So he's going into all the Walgreens, or he's trying to go into the Walgreens across the country, and I think it was Pavilion and a couple other stores.
Yeah, I don't know exactly which ones he was mentioning, but he did say he's got contracts and he's got a lot of interest with some big nationals. So we're excited to work with him, and we're excited what he's going to do with that brand in the next few years.
Mm-hmm. Now I've got a question I normally ask CEOs. It can be a challenging question. If everything goes as planned, where do you expect to see yourself in the next 5 years? Like, what is your goal with this company?
Like I said, we never really had a focus on like an exit strategy per se. I mean, we love what we do. We're all passionate about it. So as long as she'll have me, I'm going to be here. I really see the company growing within its means currently in its current situation, but definitely expanding into other markets, just like we did when we made the pivot from e-liquid and we added the CBD. There's a lot of other cannabinoids and CBGs are becoming really popular CBNs. So I do see us expanding and branching out into other industry or market segments that align with our values and our mission to have multiple revenue sources and would benefit from our services and our experience and what we do.
Right. Well, I got one more question for you before we close this out. As if everybody wasn't already pumped as it is. Is there anything else that you can share with us as far as updates or anything exciting that's happened recently to get the shareholders even more excited about you guys?
Upcoming. I do have a couple pieces of machinery that just cleared customs. They should be arriving next week, and they will be starting line integrations hopefully August 1st. So we'll be able to efficiently run some new style container options and product offerings in the next coming months. So that's really exciting.
Good deal. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I think that's all I have for you, man. It's something big you guys are doing here. I know everybody's excited in the OTC. I talked to a lot of traders, and everybody's pretty pumped about what you guys are doing. So congratulations with everything, and
Thank you.
We appreciate what you guys are doing.
I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem, man. Have a good one.